woman with bruises all over her face, a crushed eye socket, and a broken nose.
They put in the metal ring around my eye and had to put in a little plate on the side of my nose because it's so crushed.
Brower says her boyfriend attacked her.
One punch. After that, I couldn't see what was going on.
He kicked in her TV and punched this hole in her wall. Brower admits this wasn't the first time.
She is lucky to be alive.
She hasn't been shy, though, about showing the world what happened to her, posting pictures like this daily to Facebook. Abused women stand up. Does this look like love?
I've had a friend of mine die from this. You know, that's hard.
She no longer wants to hide what she calls her monster.
I just want these women to get away. I want them to stop letting these men do this to them.
That is just, it's horrific to look at, I know, and heroic of the victim there, Angela Brower. Now she's basically becoming the poster child of domestic violence on Facebook. She posted those photos of her bruised, battered face, not just once, but she's doing this day after day to see her healing. Your comments are so inspiring and meaningful. I want to share a couple of them with you right now. First of all, from Miss Feline. She writes, even though I never witnessed domestic violence firsthand, I've decided to stay single. I fear him punching me, using me as a punching bag. Next from Tigtha10, get away and then stay away. Sorry, but you can never trust him again. Purple Haze says, I'd like to meet her ex. The result would be much different. And RW posted, he should be accountable for the cost of her hospital expenses. It should be garnished from his wages. Do the crime, pay the cost. Simple. Now, the worst part is that Angela doesn't have insurance. She went to the site, GoFundMe.com, though. Her goal was $9,000. Well, when we last checked, she'd already received beyond that amount. And by the way, her ex-boyfriend, who's been accused of this, has been charged with aggravated assault. I just wanted to let you know. All right, let's talk about this with the ladies here, because I cannot believe we're talking about this again. But, I mean, you look at this and think, what a brave woman to put it up
that hit the nail on the head.
Like that.
I'm a defense attorney, so I obviously see this from the other side, but so many victims who I talk to say, I didn't want to do things like that because it would just make it worse. And they don't trust that the criminal justice system is going to get him and is going to give him enough time.
Okay, and I wanted to ask that to you because Patty wrote to us and said, I'm glad he's no longer on the street. Hopefully that the judge will not let him off easy, as so many judges seem to do these days. He's only charged with aggravated assault in Tennessee. What does that mean? Do you know?
Well, it's a felony. Anytime it's an aggravator, and the aggravator could be a deadly weapon or the injuries, and obviously the injuries are severe. But in terms of punishment, it depends, and it's not the judge usually. It's usually a deal between the defense and the prosecution, and if they feel like there's some proof problems, which it doesn't look like here that's going to be, if they don't have victim cooperation, which, again, it doesn't look like that's going to be, then that's when they plea bargain it down to either a misdemeanor, a lesser charge, or probation. And his record will depend.
You know, it's important to document. So from that standpoint, it's really good too. But from a legal standpoint, I wonder, does that hurt her to document it and post it?
We're so used to seeing it after it's too late. Like with Nicole Brown Simpson, we saw the Polaroids when it was too late, when she was no longer with us, and he took it to that level. Also, I think she is so brave, and some women don't post them or make them public because then they can't stay. Sadly, is when they put it out there, they feel like now everyone knows I can't hide it, because that's a huge
shame of being a victim,
and maybe going back is part of the problem, as you know.
But to go to the Facebook thing, the only time I find as a defense attorney that I can use it is if they say something like, you know, I'm going to get him, or something that doesn't make it look like she was in fear. I think what she did in this case is not going to hurt the case because she's basically documenting, look at what he did to me. And what's remarkable is she's going into surgery, she's worried about other women, and that's incredible.
That's my main thing here. Of course, I'm no legal expert. Excuse me, this woman, it always starts with one. It starts with one brave woman. It starts with somebody speaking up for those who are too afraid, you know, at home in fear for their children, for, even though you said even your pets. I can't even believe that that's
shelters where you can bring pets.
Something that people don't leave because of something, you know, not insignificant, but something that's small is still keeping them attached to the situation. So
everybody
I applaud this woman.
That
she's, you know, it takes one woman to do this, and that is a lot of bravery.
She said her friend died, and maybe she had enough and feels like I have nothing else to lose. And if something does happen to her, someone's going to have to be held accountable because she's documenting it now.
And he's outed now. He's outed, and hopefully, you know, he won't be the guy that's going to retaliate. Hopefully, he'll be the guy that gets help.
Or the community defends
the community
her
will, defend
because
her.
they know, they're on notice that she is in danger. And, I mean, let's face it, why would we be confident he's not going to hurt her?
Right, and I always say, you know what, you're stronger and you're smarter than you think you are, and you are equipped to do whatever you have to do.
That's
so do not doubt yourself and let his words tell you who you are. If you would like to leave words of encouragement and support for her, just go to our Facebook page, HLN On the Case, and thank you so much for doing so.